Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IntyCenter with another whip around FODEUSS. And we're going to cut with the small talk and jump straight into it because I am past my bedtime, and we're going to get right to the baseball. And we'll start with this one where Cy Blanton exits with a 6-3 lead, but he does leave 2-1 with two out against brand new ball players. Juan Padron comes in. He gives up a walk and a single to the only two batters he faced. Suddenly, it is 6-5, a pinch hit double from Pudge Rodriguez in the top of the eighth, and an RBI single from Dobie Moore tie this game at 6. But in the bottom of the ninth, after the ball players intentionally walk George Sisler to load the bases, Bill Dickey makes like Tim Misney. He makes him pay. He draws a walk-off walk, and that's going to give Sithy a 7-6 win. The Bandwagoners led the Gales 6-1 in the eighth, but a two-run homer from Josh Gibson caused a double switch, and Gavy Kravitz hits a solo homer off Billy Wagner to welcome him to the game. Just like that, it's down to a 6-5 lead. In the ninth, Dave Bancroft and Billet Rogan would draw one-out walks. That's going to put the tying and the go-ahead runs on base with one out. But Wagner strikes out Babe Ruth, strikes out the pinch hitting Sock Siebold. Let's Play 2 hangs on for the 6-5 win. Hey folks, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Every City Bandwagoners were on a 9-game winning streak, and the ninth win in that streak was one hell of a wild ride. Their series opener against State of Mound was suspended due to rain, and an 8-run fifth inning put New York State of Mound up and put the visitors in quite a hole. But Every City Bandwagoners would use 3 homers in the top of the sixth. That's a solo shot from Mickey Mantle and a pair of 2-run homers from Jackie Robinson and Barry Bonds. That cuts the deficit to 8-5. Dan Bruthers gets a leadoff homer for State of Mound in the seventh, but the good old battle droid, Roger Connor, answers with one of his own in the eighth. In the ninth, despite just 4 hits, the Bandwagoners score 5 and they leave the bases loaded. I don't know how you do that. That gives them an 11-9 lead. Craig Kimbrell sets down State of Mound in order, and the Bandwagoners get that 9th win in a row. Second day in a row, and it's a late Josh Gibson homer. This time a grand slam with 2 outs in the ninth that draws the Gaelics of November close against Let's Play 2. But despite getting the tying run on base one batter later, Hank Greenberg flies out and Let's Play 2 hangs on again, and they top the Gales 7-6. But folks, nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared us for the 14-inning classic between the Free Fallers and Amazings. Amazings get a solo homer from Joe Morgan in the first. They jump out to a 3-0 lead after 3, but the Free Fallers get a 5-run fourth, only for a 2-run double from Ty Cobb to tie it up at 5 in the bottom of the fourth. The Free Fallers score 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and they lead at 8-5. But after some absolutely amazing shit goblin baseball, seriously, go check it out. That shit goblin baseball brings in 1 run in the sixth for Amazings. Hall of Famer Rod Carew plates Ty Cobb in the eighth. Bubbles Hargrave gets a 1-out RBI single in the ninth. And we are tied at 8. In the 13th inning, Walt Weiss singles to score his new teammate, Freddie Freeman. That's going to put the Free Fallers ahead 9-8. But Rod Carew brings home Hargrave in the bottom of the inning on an error by Paul O'Neill. The Free Fallers take the lead again in the top of the 14th on a 2-out RBI single from Bobby Grich. This time, Jay Howe makes the lead stick. The Free Fallers win that wild affair 10-9. Which meant, my friends, that Bryce Harper hitting a 2-out pinch hit go-ahead 3-run homer in the ninth inning to help San Diego beat Atlanta 5-4 was really only a footnote on the day, which is crazy to even say. Lefty Grove tossed 8 1/3 scoreless innings of 6-hit baseball. He leaves the no decision. That's because Clayton Kershaw tosses 7 shutout innings of his own. We get 9 total shutout innings in the opener between the Gales and the Surfers. Oh, I told you it's past my bedtime. The only run in the game, a walk-off pinch hit RBI single from Bryce Harper in the 10th inning. The Surfers win it 1-0. That's 6 L's in a row for the Gales. Elsewhere, it was Addie Joss and Jesse Tannehill also needing extra innings, as each of them gives up exactly 2 runs over the first 9 frames of the game. Joss, however, walked Cleveland's own Big Ed Delahunty to open the 10th. He then gives way to Dennis Eckersley, but an Edgar Martinez sac fly brings home Big Ed, and the Demon Bags will get that 3-2 win. August 5th might go down as the day of big offensive explosions. Mike Napoli, there was a party at Napoli's. He had 3 hits and a homer as Game of Thrones beats Reseda 15-9. Jackie Robinson had 3 doubles and a homer as the Bandwagoners topped Sithy 13-2. Jeff Bagwell had 4 hits, and he and Mike Tiernan each drove in 3 runs as Atlanta walloped Let's Play 2 16-9. And performance enhancers, they got inverse DeGrominated as Jacob DeGrom gives up 9 runs on 10 hits in 3 2/3 innings. 5 different Shaq Barons have multi-hit games in that one, and it's an 11-1 victory. We will end this week with another mini classic. Top of the 4th, Dan Bruthers leadoff homer off Max Scherzer. Buck Leonard RBI single at the bottom of the inning to tie it at 1. Billy Hamilton hits a sac fly in the next inning to score George Scales. And that's it for runs in this one. Smokey Joe, Scherzer, Smoltz, Doolittle, they're all on the top of their games, and the State of Mound take this one 2-1. That's going to do it for IntyCenter this time. We will see you next time for another whip around. FODEUSS.